So I want to talk about this. Get the morbid shit out of the way, I guess. Kyle, do you pay much attention to the
Oh, are we
news?
bringing those up? Are we bringing
We
that stuff
we're
up?
going
We gonna talk
straight
about the
forward.
Titanic or what?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
Titanic. Yeah, you
rough
might as
opening,
well.
bro. Rough opening.
Rough. It's rough, but I want to because it's interesting. So I think as of tomorrow, we're recording this on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. So I think as of Thursday, at like roughly noon Central Time, rough timeline, there's going to be zero oxygen left in that submarine that went down to see the Titanic. Now, I think it's five members, five people paid 250 grand apiece to go down and see the Titanic in a submarine that was controlled by a Logitech $30 remote that is meant for your PC. So Logitech is getting some bad press on this for like shots fired
Yeah,
for no
just
reason.
Ricochet, man.
press,
Yeah,
no
they're
bad
like,
press.
Bro,
Hey, remember those rich people that died?
What?
They died with our controllers. Here you go.
They trusted
No
us
press
to
is
use
bad
that in a
press.
submarine.
in a freaking submarine that went down
mean,
to the Titanic,
If
man.
you see this vessel, if you see the controller, and you still agreed to go down under the ocean with this thing,
Yeah, if I spent $250,000 and they're coming out with a $30 controller, I'm going, yeah, maybe not. that's
Saying
my first
250,
thought.
James Cameron better bring out that sub that he used.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
right.
I want to use.
I
Like
want the full
the
tour, like the
window,
movie tour.
the window on this thing is like for five people, it's definitely not big enough.
Yeah, and the
And
room's
so
like a living room, right? It's like, or not even.
yeah,
It's like literally like a little like a car, basically. Not even.
yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
there is a bathroom in there, thankfully. So they're probably in there stinking it up as they're just
Can you
pounding
imagine
away.
the minute? Yeah, the
You
Just
can't
minute
open
somebody
it
had to
from
take
the
a shit in
inside.
that car. I do that possibility is crazy. They're talking about they're just floating around somewhere, but they can't get out. They're just floating if they can't open it, which is
that,
insane.
yeah, I
Well,
guess
and they say
they
even if they do find it, they don't have a vessel that can bring it up that many
Right. They can
feet.
like find them
They're
in time,
fucked
especially with the oxygen.
anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet they're already dead or they're eating each other right now anyways. Whoever's left is eating the other one.
oh
Trying to
my
survive.
god, they're totally making a movie
Like,
out of this.
I'm
Like,
gonna
this
make a
is
couple
going,
more hours. Oh yeah. Even if we have
This
no
is-
idea what happens, they'll find a way. They'll make a movie
Yeah.
out of it.
They definitely will.
I mean, hopefully they make it out of there. That's best case scenario. Second best case scenario is like honestly, they're already dead.
Yeah.
As morbid
I
as
think
it
that's
is, like
probably what happened.
that second best case is like these guys, they were far enough down towards the bottom of the ocean, at least at that elevation that they had, and the pressure at the bottom where the Titanic is, I believe they said it was like 402 times the pressure that it is at normal sea level.
Yeah.
So your hope is that best case scenario for the worst case scenario is that the pressure caused a massive leak, influx of water, and everybody went out quick.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a crack and they were gone. They don't even know. Yeah, barely even know what happened.
But
I
that
bet
dude
that's what happened.
who is controlling it is not in the sub or was controlling it. He's not in the sub. He was up on the ship or dry land, wherever he was controlling it. So you can imagine that a massive lawsuit is coming his way, even though they signed 30 waivers claiming
Right.
that, like
I'm probably
death
gonna
is
die
not on
doing
us.
this, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you got all those families are rich enough, whatever, it's a billionaire and a son or whatever. Yeah, they got money just to fight it just for the hell of it. Yeah.
Well, folks, welcome back to the show. Very morbid, but a big warm welcome to friend of the show, Kyle Rickert from
Not too warm.
just
Morbid
lukewarm.
welcome.
Go ahead and show the YouTube viewers what shirt you're wearing there, buddy.
Oh yeah, here we got the
Weesnaw!
prettiest logo in sports. We got the
Weesnaw!
champion stadium, all the guys. Oh, and then our NBA team. You guys don't know about the basketball thing, but we just won one of those.
Yeah, Ty Bob has
Basketball?
no idea about that, but
No idea.
I don't know what that
sure.
sport is.
I've never heard of it. We haven't heard of that. We don't have that around here.
Well, it's okay. So everybody who's been around for a while knows Kyle. He was on last year. Big Broncos fan. Uh, big Denver Nuggets fan. Rockies, Avalanche. They got to be. Was that last year? 2 years ago?
Yeah, last year, 2 championships, 2 years in a row.
last year.
Got the Stanley Cup
Yeah.
last year, NBA Finals this year. So
I mean, the least important.
Broncos keep sucking. That's fine.
The least important of all the sports championships. But I
that's
have this.
baseball.
the easiest one to chug out of.
There you go.
But I did have a question for you because I didn't get to ask it last time. And like, how does it feel to be a traitor to your hometown teams where you're from? You leave and you go and live in now Oklahoma City, and you go to Thunder games, and so you are now a fan of a team that is a rival in the Western Conference to your
Whoa, whoa,
hometown
whoa.
Denver Nuggies.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're an Oklahoma Sooner fan, which is against obviously your CU Boulder Buffaloes. Nobody cares about them, but you at least should because that's your hometown. You live closer to the Kansas City Chiefs than you do your hometown Denver Broncos. I mean, you are just an absolute traitor to everything you stood on before you moved.
Well, first of all, I despise that statement. Just because I've gone to a couple Thunder games does not mean I've transitioned over to them. They're kind of like a little engine that could. I'd root for them, but certainly, not my favorite team. Actually, the only 2 games I went to this year were against the Nuggets. So my wife is the big Thunder crazy fan. So I do what I can. It's just nice to have a professional sports team around here because that's all
to be
they
excited about other than SGA scoring 30 games.
They got like 55 first-round draft picks coming up. So one of these guys has got to hit, right? Yeah, one of those has got to hit. So there'll be somebody exciting around here at some point.
Yeah,
maybe Chet Holmgren.
I was gonna say he might come back from injury.
Best player in the league coming up.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got my Nuggies at least.
I want to see
Victor coming in the league next year.
Victor Wembanyama versus
Wembanyama. I'll take
Victor
it
all day.
I want that one. I
just can't believe the Spurs ended up with Wembanyama. Like, of course. After all these, of course, the Spurs end up with him. But
perfect spot.
Whatever. Yeah. Of all the teams in the West, I guess I hate them the least probably at this point, so I'll take it. But yeah, as far as college football, man. Oh, you're good.
I was just going to ask because I saw a clip of it. Didn't Wemby just get bossed by like a 17 or 16-year-old in whatever league he plays in France?
Yeah, in that French league, yeah.
Yeah.
And then did you see the very next play?
Yeah, then he goes up schools. Didn't he dunk on him the next one?
He like blocked his shit, took it down, hit a 3 in his face.
That's what it was.
He still ended the game with like 9 points, and the dude he was guarded ended up with like 24.
No, Victor had 24. There's no way he scores 9 in a game.
Yeah,
there was one of them.
NBA is going to be tough on him for a year or two, but I think it'll turn out eventually. But it's definitely, I think, like Spurs fans might get impatient because he's not going to be LeBron out the gate. I mean, nobody can be, but yeah.
I can see it being like a LeBron.
I think there's a good chance he gets hurt like Chet does because he's so freaking skinny.
Yeah, that body type.
You can't be that tall. Yeah, you can't be that
First
tall.
time somebody goes for those knees or anything.
I mean, he's going to at least play during the regular season because they've already said no matter what, he's not playing summer league.
Oh, really?
They're not taking any
even LeBron. Oh, yeah, I did see that. Somebody's like, even LeBron and Kobe played summer league, man.
Not Victor.
What a large difference in dynamics there is. Body size. You have Zion who comes in too fat and can't stay healthy. You've got a guy like Chet Holmgren and maybe Wembanyama and some other smaller guys who've come in and they can't get healthy because they don't have enough weight on them. I mean, that's just where's the happy medium?
Yeah. Nikola Jokic, baby. Everyone calls him fat, but he's just a big skinny monster. That's where that is. That's the perfect body type right there. That's the perfect male body right there.
Is the peak male performance athlete right there.
How did Nuggies fans take it after obviously everybody's elated after the win, but you have a big following of Nuggies fans on your Twitter. How did most of the Nuggies fan take it in the post-game presser where Nikola Jokic was like, no, I've got to go home. Fuck the parade.
I just want
to go watch my horse.
I stay on parade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll get to that. The parade. I actually went out to Denver last week for the parade because I wasn't missing that. But, yeah, no, a lot of people took that personally, man. And you just got to know Joker. Like, you just know that he, like, literally just wants to go race his horses. Like, basketball is literally a 9-to-5 job for that guy, which is amazing because he's, like, the best player in the world right now. But he literally, it's like our showing up like, yeah. We have to come back again on Thursday for a meeting at 9:00. Like, that was literally what the parade was for him. But then we got to the parade, and then he figured it out. He showed you how he really was, and I want to fucking stay on parade. I want to get that tattoo or something. Thought I wanted to leave. I want to fucking stay on parade.
Nuggies on parade.
Could you imagine, like,
make that a song?
He treats it as a 9-to-5. Imagine if he actually cared about the sport.
Right. If he was like Kobe, if he had that Mamba mentality, like...
maybe not necessarily like I don't think he doesn't care about it. It's just like
That's
He
not
It's not
what's
his
literally
important
said
to
it's
him.
not his whole life. Yeah.
he literally said everybody hates their job, don't they?
Yeah. It's true.
I
don't
think
Imagine
know.
if he actually cared.
I think he hates it more on the media aspect.
Yeah,
For
he hates
sure.
having to talk to people, the obligations, and like all just I mean, he's like that. Why I love him so much. Like I kind of got away from the NBA for a while. You know, and being a Nuggets fan 10 years ago was awful. I mean, it was hard, but they're kind of the anti NBA. Like he doesn't care about all the narratives. You know, there was that writer that was talking about, oh, you know, they aren't compelling enough. Oh, because we're not the Lakers or the Clippers where there's drama every 2 days and they're trying to trade somebody. And Kyrie's talking about flat Earth, and you know, it's like, oh yeah, they just go out and play great basketball. How boring. I don't know. It's so dumb. I hate the
to
NBA, like the whole drama scape of it all.
to be that aloof and to be that dominant, I feel like is almost captivating to me. Like I
Right,
don't need
right,
all the other bullshit. Jokic has been kind of a favorite player of mine for a while.
right. I love to hear that, man, because it's good to hear that other people do appreciate it. Because everybody doesn't. I mean, everybody isn't in that Sports Center world of LA of everybody just the Lakers, LeBron, and the drama. Like, there's a lot of basketball fans out there who I think were like, hell yeah, Nuggets. Like, you actually just play a good brand. You didn't just bring in two superstars off the street and just decide to go try to buy a championship. Like, it's a new thing for the NBA. I love it. I hope they keep
I
it up, man.
respect the hell out of the team that they built for sure.
Yeah,
It's a nice team. It's a nice
yeah,
squad.
yeah.
It's
Speaking
nice
of
to
Brought
see
in
which,
that
just the
they're
right
finally
pieces.
staying healthy.
Yeah, that's what we were telling people for 2 years. You know, let Jokic have his, let Jokic have his guys, and they were all, oh, what's Jamal Murray gonna do? Oh, I don't know. I think he made a little bit of a difference, but
just a little bit.
yeah.
But speaking of Nuggets building their team the right way, how are you guys feeling about the Suns trading for Bradley Beal?
I
Did
think
that
it's
for real
such a
happen?
That for real
Yeah.
happened.
yeah. I think people are like, I have Suns fans all in my mentions on Twitter, like, oh, we own the West now, blah blah blah. Okay, there's one basketball. It's the same thing when Kyrie got traded to Dallas. Like, yeah, you're both great shooters, but what else are you gonna do? Who's gonna play defense? Who's gonna rebound? Like, I don't know. I think
They're
they'll fill it
they're
up, but
They're going to be
their
a
top three, top
fantastic.
four players put them in the luxury tax already. Like they're not
right,
going to have
just
anybody else.
yeah,
Going to be
They
a
only have
fantastic
5
offensive
players on the
team.
team.
Fantastic
yeah,
offensive team. No
They've only
depth,
got
no
5 players on
defense.
the team as well. So like they're
yeah,
going to have to go in already in the
right.
luxury tax and figure out how to bring in the rest of the bench.
Right. They were already a
7
weakened
more
team with
guys.
KD with that trade, like losing Mikal Bridges and stuff. Like that was their big bench guy. And you could tell like, in that series with the Nuggets. That's why. I mean, when KD and I mean they won those
Yeah.
games when KD was hitting his shots and when Booker was, but if they're not completely on fire, hitting 40 to 50 points a game, they don't have a chance. Who else is going to come in there and do anything? As long as you shut one of them down, I mean, they don't have a chance.
Just goes to show KD can never be that guy.
Yeah. Nah, he's always got to get those superstars, just like LeBron, man. Got to get superstars around him to win, I guess. I don't know.
I hate that guy.
I don't. It's not a good move. I mean, Beal's been in Washington for so long. He had like him and John Wall were fun to watch for a while, but like they're not going
What
to
did they
the
do? Yeah.
championship, man. Like he's not gonna.
It was such a
He's not
stupid,
going to have a good storybook ending to his career.
stupid deal with the Wizards that he did. That fully guaranteed
Isn't it
contract
also
with the
because,
no
like,
trade
his-
Stupid for
clause,
the
like,
Wizards, yeah. Stupid for the Wizards.
the owner of
Very
the
stupid.
Suns and his agent, that's like father son there. So
Oh,
like,
yeah,
there was
that's
already,
the
right.
like,
owner it's the owner of the CEO. I forget which one they were saying, but
yeah.
Ishbia that took the ball from Jokic there. Mr. Big Money.
So Beal going to the Suns almost at least with the news that's coming out, almost means that Dame Lillard is automatically going to Miami, or has if there is a trade, that's where he's going.
Don't they want Bam, right? Isn't that what
yeah.
They
Portland's
wanted
saying? Yeah.
Portland is already in works for trade for Bam, which obviously would have to include Dame
No, it wouldn't.
if Miami is on that end of the deal. Who else are you taking? If you're Miami,
Even just
you
contract wise, yeah, they'd have to match up the max deals and all that.
don't take anything. You can do Bam, and you could probably do
Number 3
Duncan
pick. You
Strus.
got some
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely doing
younger
some big
players.
picks in there.
I saw something
you're-
that Portland wanted Paul George,
That's
but
an option.
Interesting.
LA wouldn't go for it unless they were for sure they were getting Scoot.
was going to say Dame also has a no trade clause and gets to decide where he wants to
Where
go.
he gets to go.
And Dame has come out to the press and said that he would like to go to Miami.
Hmm.
I
I don't know. I think Bam's the best player on that team. That'd be weird if Dame and Jimmy. I don't know.
I want to see that right now. I don't believe that at all. Because Dame is 100% said
there was a clip of it. There was a clip of it.
Did he like something?
I don't remember. No. He was. It was. I believe during the finals or right before it started. He said that he likes what they're doing in Miami and he could see himself there. And then went on to joke, well, if Miami wins, then I don't want to go there because then they would have proven that they could have done it without me.
I remember that last part.
That he likes what but the part before that last part is that he could see himself in Miami.
I do kind of remember that, yeah. During the finals. I had a couple other things going on, so I wasn't thinking about that, but you're right.
He'd be an interesting piece, but if Miami has to give up Bam, like you can't win games with just a backcourt.
No. That's their only size. They didn't have size as it was. You get rid of Bam, man. That was your only. So, yeah.
Even then, Bam.
Kevin Love isn't starting all 82 game 4.
Cody Zeller's not starting either.
Yeah. Oh God, face mask, man. Yeah.
Bam showed that he can't compete against the likes of Jokic. So, hey, man, if that's not working, figure out something that will.
I guess. Try to just do the small ball. That worked really well for Houston. Just going small ball.
It worked well for Golden State, though.
Yeah. They got Draymond though. Draymond's a unique, like you can't quantify that anywhere else. You know, that's why like they were a special team, I guess.
No longer.
Yeah.
He declined his option. I'm interested to see where he goes.
Golden State's scrambling, man. They're gonna be like Golden State's gonna hurt.
Pessimistic interest. I freaking hate Draymond.
He did go and have dinner with.
I want to see what team he goes to ruin next.
If he doesn't
Lakers,
stay with the
man,
Warriors, he's going to the Lakers.
Hanging with LeBron in France, man. That's
Taco
Tuesday. Give LeBron all that help.
LeBron's his goat, man.
Yeah.
He wants to go play with him.
Wants to beat Jokic with him for sure. Draymond was getting salty on this podcast there in the finals. I'm like, all right, man.